I was talking to the guys about you. I said, like, what are the movie moments that you remember most about Ben Stiller? And every single person is, in Something About Mary, when you have that the jism on your ear.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a fucking incredible moment. What was that shit made out of anyway? Because it looked kind of real.
Well, it wasn't, it was some sort of, I don't know, it's like some rubbery sort of thing that was attached. I mean, my big thing with that, I don't know if I've talked to you about this, like that I didn't understand how my character would not feel that on his ear. And I had this very intense discussion with Peter Farrelly about it, where I said, I think I have to. Should we set up that at some point in Ted's life he had a numbness in his ears? He somehow had an accident where there's no feeling in his earlobes.
Right.
So that when this thing is on my ear, because I said the audience is not going to go for it. They're not going to believe it.
So you don't always know when something's going to work, right?
No idea.
No idea.
I mean, I remember doing that movie and thinking. I remember reading the script and thinking it could be really, really funny, or it could just be horrible.
Meet the Fockers. When you're working with like a guy like De Niro, Barbra Streisand, and Dustin Hoffman and people like that with that whole deal.
Yeah.
Are you intimidated by these people?
I mean, De Niro I was always intimidated by, or impressed by.
Yeah.
And Barbara is Barbara. I mean, she has but I don't think like, hey.
When you're doing a scene with them, do you pinch yourself and go, I can't believe I got this far? Like
I did in the beginning with De Niro, like when we first started on Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
That was definitely, and then then it became fun because I got to know him a little bit. So that was fun.
I love the scene in that movie when you and De Niro, he catches you in his office and you find the lie detector. He forces you to take a lie detector test. I mean, that's just brilliant. Did you write that movie?
No.
Who wrote that?
The guy who sort of like did the final draft is a guy named John Hamburg, who is really talented. And he went on to do other movies like I Love You, Man, and we did Along Came Polly.
When you're working on a movie that somebody else wrote, will you go in and say, listen, man, listen, I've done some movies. I don't think this scene works. I want to rewrite this scene?
Yeah, I mean, it's a process. On Meet the Parents, I started work with the director, Jay Roach.
Yeah.
And Jay said, hey, we want to do this movie. And they said, we want to get De Niro to be in it. And I was like, well, great, good luck.
Yeah.
If you're really going to get
Were you
Robert
shocked?
De Niro.
Were you shocked he agreed?
I was shocked. I could not believe it when he said he wanted to do it.
And what a cool move for him, because now all of a sudden he's doing comedies.
No, it was amazing. And then I knew John Hamburg, and I said, hey, this guy's a really funny writer. Maybe we could all get together and do some rewrites on the script, and that's how that.
I think the most fun scene you ever shot was an Anchorman, where you guys have that massive rumble, and you play the Spanish broadcaster.
¿Cómo están, bitches? Spanish language news is here.
To me, that looks like more fun on a movie set than anyone could imagine. Is something like that like off the hook with all those funny guys, and you had Vince Vaughn fighting and all these guys?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, I came in and I just did my line.
Right.
So, those things are done sort of piecemeal.
Oh.
So, I came in, they slapped a wig and a mustache on me, gave me a whip or whatever the hell it was. And, it was just like, I just did what Adam McKay said to do.
Wow.
But no, it's always fun to do that stuff because it's just, there's no like rules really for it. And you can just kind of, and there's no responsibility because it's not your movie, which is nice.